Okay, what are we going to be doing today? Oh, McDonald's, Burger King, Jack in the Box. You guys know Jack in the Box? Wendy's and Hardee's. So what are we looking at today? We're looking at fast food costs. So we're going to be looking to see what are we actually paying and how much per person are we paying when we go to get to the drive-through, because here we go. We're pulling up. You're on your bike. We're going to McDonald's. Where are we? Wendy's here. Really, how much are we really spending when we go to the drive-through? What are we doing? What I'm going to have you do is go to this particular website, fast food restaurant menus. And when you click on this link, you're going to see this list. But please make note, I just took a quick screenshot of part of it. This is just an abbreviated list, so there are many more restaurants listed on this website. Okay? And here is then what you're going to do when you go to this website. You're going to pick one of the restaurants that serves burgers, because there are a whole bunch of different restaurants in there. So you're going to pick one that you know serves burgers. And then you're going to choose the food that you're going to get off of the menus that you will see. You're going to choose at least two meals. So one for you and one for at least one other person. You got to have a sandwich. So you got some burger, a side, maybe you got French fries, maybe you got a salad. Oh, you're so healthy. And something to drink for each person that's having a meal. And then if you wish to order more than these things, then go right ahead and do it. That's up to you. But this is the minimum. At least two people, at least one sandwich, one side, and one drink for each person. Okay? And then once you do that, you're going to just say, okay, here is the price tag. Here's that cost of the food. Now you got to show me the work. You're going to see what that looks like. Okay? Next thing, because when you go to a restaurant, when you go to a fast food restaurant, there is sales tax. Okay? And so you're going to show me the work to figure out the sales tax for that meal that you just purchased. And then you're going to determine how much total did you pay. Okay, so obviously that's going to be what was the cost of the food items and then what was the amount of sales tax. You're going to group those two together and you're going to show me that work to show how much did you actually pay, what was on your receipt. And then the next thing I want you to do one more item. How much per person did you pay for that meal? Okay, and you're going to show me that work as well. Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to start talking about doing this. So who's going out for some chow? Well, at my house, Mrs. H is coming. She'll put down her puzzle and come on over. Jeremy is ready to go, my older son. Here comes Noah. He might or might not be in costume. Who knows? And then they'll actually let their crazy old man come along too. Okay? So we got those four people coming. I chose A&W. Why? How come I chose to go to A&W? I don't know. I think maybe it was just because I felt like having a root beer float. So I chose A&W because they've got good root beer and good root beer floats. Okay? So I just made a choice. You guys are going to make your own choice. And so now I go there and now I'm going to start choosing the food that I want and that the others want. Okay? And so I look at this and we go, okay, let's get some combos. We want to get combos. All right. So Mrs. H and Noah, they decide they're going to have the Papa Burger combo. Noah, of course, will have his burger plain with just cheese. And so we got two of those at $6.99 a piece. Well, Jeremy, he's a cheeseburger guy and he wants the double cheeseburger. Okay, so he's getting the double cheeseburger combo. So we're going to have one of those at $6.99. I can't go with the double. That's too much food for an old man like me. So I am just going to get the original bacon cheeseburger because how do you not love bacon? Okay, so there's one of those. So we got two that are $6.99 here for the Papa Burger, one that's $6.99 here for that double bacon cheeseburger, and one at $6.39 for the original bacon cheeseburger. So there we go. We got that stuff. But we're going to still select some more because we're not done with our menu. because Jeremy looks at the menu and he says, hey, I love cheese curds. Gotta have some cheese curds. So he's getting one order of cheese curds. So there's another item that we're going to add to that menu. And then we look farther on the menu and we discover, hey, I can add something to that combo. So instead of just getting a soft drink, I can do something else. So Jeremy, Mrs. H, and I decide we want root beer floats. Okay, so we're going to float it. And so there are three of us at an extra $1.50. Well, Noah is a chocolate shake guy. Okay, and so there's an extra $2 right there. So now what we have done is we have made our decisions about what we're going to order up. Okay, we got to the counter, we ordered all these items. All right, so now we want to be able to figure out what did we pay. Well, we got those Papa Burger combos. There were two of those at $6.99 each, so there's $13.98 for those two. Jeremy gets the double bacon cheeseburger combo. That's $6.99 for one of those. Boom, there's another $6.99. I ordered just the regular bacon cheeseburger combo, so there's one of those at $6.39. So there's another $6.39. Well, let's not forget Jeremy's cheese curds. That was $3.29, and so we got one of those. So there's another $3.29. Jeremy, Mrs. H, and I get the root beer float. So there's $1.50 each for three of us. That's another $4.50. And let's not forget Noah's chocolate shake. That's $2. We got one of those, and so there's another $2. And so what are we going to do to determine that total cost of food? Well, heck, we're just going to add those all up, right? Just going to add up all of these numbers. We organize it nicely. We got them. We're ready to go. Boom. How much do we then pay for that total cost just of the food before the tax? What's that amount? Okay, you're right. $37.15. That's how much we're paying just for that. Now, are we done? We got to figure out the sales tax on this food. There was the $37.15. So no, we are not done. We still need to figure out that sales tax. Well, first thing you need to know is what sales tax do you pay? My rate is 5%. You can easily look that up by just doing a Google search. Put your zip code in, ask for sales tax. It'll show up for you. Okay, so my rate is 5%. So how do I figure out how much I'm going to pay? Well, just that cost of the food times my percentage, whatever percent I pay. So what amount is my sales tax? There you go, $1.86. Easy peasy. All right, so we got the sales tax taken care of. Now what we need to do is figure out what's that bottom line on the receipt. What's the total cost, tax included? So again, what do we have to do then? We just take what was the cost of the food and we add in our sales tax. And what do we get for that answer? Perfect, $39.01. There it is. So that's how much I had to fork out to get these meals for Mrs. H, Jeremy, Noah, and myself. Now what I want to be able to figure out is how much per person for these delicious treats. Well, who's going? Mrs. H, Jeremy, Noah, and again, they're letting me in as well. Well, if I'm counting appropriately, that means there are four of us. So how do I figure out how much per person? I take that total amount, tax included, and divide it by how many people went. So there are four of us, so I'm going to do the $39.01, and I'm going to divide that by 4. And what do I get for that answer for the price per person? Correctamundo, $9.75. Again, that reminder, it's a money answer, so we always know it's going to be rounded off appropriately at 2 decimal places. Okay? So there was the work that we just did to go through all those steps. And again, the reminder of what we did. You just looked at the website, chose a restaurant that serves burgers. That's what you're going to do. And then you're going to just go through the site and choose the food that you want. at least for you and one other person. You got to have a sandwich, a side, and a drink. And then again, if you want to order more than that, like we got the floats and the shakes and Jeremy got the cheese curds, you're allowed to do that. That's totally okay. Then you're going to organize your work like I did to determine what was the cost of the food, excuse me. So you're going to show all that work. After that, you're going to determine how much sales tax did you pay. Again, that was just that cost of the food times your rate. Again, look that up. Just do a Google search, put in your zip code, and ask for sales tax amount, and it'll show you exactly what that is. Then you're going to determine what was the total cost. So you're going to take these two answers and just add them together. Make sure you're showing me that. And then last thing you're going to do is determine what is that cost per person. You're going to show me that work. Okay? So hopefully that will be easy for you to go through and do. Again, you're making the choices of the foods. And then once you get that taken care of, you're going to show me the work on all of these. I'm excited to see your great work.